MajorSlackVideos.
But yeah, the name is Slack. Thanks for coming back. Let's walk through some more Divinity Original Sin 2. And here we are at the Bishop Alexander fight. And as promised, I'm going to show you how to take on Bishop Alexander with just Losa and Sibyl. In the previous video, I showed you how to engage all the Seekers and get them all into the fight and turn the fight into a cakewalk. Maybe you want your team to go up against Bishop Alexander all by their lonesome to test their mettle, because this is pretty much the last fight in Act 1. And what's coming up ahead of this is pure hellaciousness. So you want to make sure your team is ready, especially since there's going to be an opportunity very soon to respec all the skill points and everything. So you want to know if there's any flaws in your build. So you want to take on this fight, Bishop Alexander alone. Let's do it. Something I forgot to mention last video, you can actually talk to Gareth. This is something I think a lot of people overlooked, because at this point, if you look at your quest, this is the relevant quest, Call to Arms. Okay, it says board the boat for the Lady Vengeance, and then if you look at your map, you have a quest marker right here that says the Seeker Rallying Points. It may not occur to you to actually talk to Gareth. It didn't to me when I first started doing this fight. You just may, like, you know, end up wandering into this area here, triggering the Bishop Alexander fight without even realizing that you can actually talk to Gareth.
Praise be, you have silenced the Shriekers and cleared our way. Yet do you have any more miracles in you?
Tell him your strength only grows, you crave battle.
We've got a boat ready to row to the Lady Vengeance. But if Alexander sees us bobbing among the waves, we'll be shark chow. So we split up. I take the Seekers to the Lady Vengeance. You go to the ruins and keep Alexander busy. He'll be expecting a breeze. Show him that you're a hurricane.
Alright.
Are you ready? We've got right on our side. A greater ally than any sulking Geist or any whinging Magister.
Alright, now at this point you can just go ahead and go take on Bishop Alexander alone, or you can go to this option here. Note that this is a dangerous task. Perhaps he could spare a few Seekers to help you, and he'll actually allow you to take two, not all, two of the Seekers to help you with the fight.
I can spare a couple. They all walk with Lucian. They will see you through.
Okay, and you can get to choose
at your side?
which kind of Seekers you want with you, like a Ranger or whatever, you know. So you get to choose. But we're going to go with the option to go alone.
You've got guts. I could never deny it.
Either that or we're incredibly stupid. Okay, so confirm that you're prepared for battle.
He takes the news calmly. A moment passes as he calculates the consequences, assessing this new world as it opens up before him. He nods his thanks, then raises his voice.
Seekers, we move. You are Lucian's eyes and ears. You are his sword and his shield. Burn the blackness with your holy fire.
All right, to the Batmobile. Okay, so they all take off down there. Meanwhile, we're going to go down there as well to this point here. This is going to trigger Slain.
I see flurries in the air, drums. Could it be Slain? Look, it's him. He has come true to his word.
Okay, and Sibyl always gets chilled. I could cure this with Break the Shackles, but I don't want to spend my my source point, so I'm just gonna wait it out. And while we're waiting, I explain my strategy here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that the Voidwoken Drill Worm focuses on Bishop Alexander and the gang, and vice versa, while we have Sibyl here on the high ground, whacking everybody while they're engaged. That's the basic of the strategy. And we're going to approach on the left side here, and we're going to take what I like to call Fly Girl out of the fight right away. There's Fly Girl, Magister Metamorph. We're going to take her out of the fight right away. So that's the first thing on the agenda. First, let's separate the two girls here. Losa you want just at the tip of this blood spill here, right about, whoop, wrong one. Right about here. Right about there, that's perfect. And make sure she's got her best bow on. Sibyl, we want her to be able to tactical retreat up to this area here, so make sure you position her right about there. Tactical retreat, that's perfect, up here. Wait till her tactical retreat recharges, because she's not officially in a fight yet, so it will recharge or the timeout will count down very quickly. Okay, and now what we want to do is position ourselves just right so that we can teleport Fly Girl down to Losa's position, but at the same time remain in position where we have a clear line of fire on her once she's down there. And that position is right next to this post here, next there, and just a little ahead like that, right about there. Now we'll take teleport, and this will put like a teleport area right there. She's gonna walk into it. Fly Girl's gonna walk into it, and then we're gonna teleport Fly Girl right down beside Losa. Wait for it to walk into it. You have to do this quickly now. Grab, teleport, and it's on. Okay, now make sure you have a clear line of fire on Magister Metamorph. If you do, do a quick save. You don't want to blow this. And let's give Sabille all the buffs. Flesh Sacrifice, Elemental Arrowheads, or what I like to call blood arrows. Dip them in blood there. And let's give her an extra buff, Peace of Mind. And then we're going to throw the kitchen sink at Fly Girl in the form of barrage. All 3 shots. Don't move now, Fly Girl. Very good. Excellent. Now we're going to knock her down with a knockdown arrow. Don't move. Knock her down, make her miss her turn. Now it's Losa's turn. She should be able to easily finish her off, but we want to make sure, so let's give her all the bonuses. Encourage. Peace of Mind. And that should do it. Let's throw the kitchen sink at her in the form of a barrage. All 3 shots. And she's down and out. You will absolutely must make sure that Fly Girl is out of the fight now. If you're at this point, you may safely proceed. Now, you may have noticed that also Losa is also out of the fight. So, she can do whatever she wants. Let's go back to the fight. Let them finish off doing what they want to do. This is typical. The archer goes here. Bishop Alexander should be on the other side here. That is correct. Okay, now what we want to do is sneak Losa in up to the top of this platform, get rid of this barrel, and then put her back down at the bottom of the ladder and just have her there in sneak mode waiting. She's basically going to be standing guard for Sabille, because Sabille's going to take the high ground here. Alright? So this is a very important operation. You might want to do a quick save here just in case things go sideways. Okay, Losa, who is now out of the fight, can do what she wants. Move down here so we can tactical retreat up here beside Sabille. Strangely enough, this still won't put her in a fight. Wait for a tactical retreat to recharge. There you go. Check the sneak lines. Looks pretty good. We should be able to go up to the bottom of the ladder here. No problem. I'm just going to do a quick save just in case it goes sideways. Should be able to run up here, no problem. Save time. Now go into sneak mode. Go up to the top of the ladder. Now we want to get rid of this barrel. Hopefully you have enough space in your inventory to be able to do this without gaining overload. So just get rid of it. It's always a random barrel. That's very important. Get rid of that. And then go right back down to the bottom of the ladder. Equip her melee weapon, her spear, and that's it. All is in readiness. Now, Sabille, back to you. You're in the fight. We could tactical retreat up to this platform, but we don't want to do that. We want to save tactical retreat as an emergency exit strategy. So instead, we're just simply going to walk there. So it costs 4 AP to go here. That's about as far as we can go. Sibyl's in the fight, so she can do this without alarming anybody. Great, now we got the high ground. Now to make sure that these sneaky sons of bitches don't teleport us away, make sure you cast Fortify, which will prevent them from teleporting you. For 3 turns. Fortify. And now, we want these guys completely confused as to where we are. So if we cast Camouflage, they'll have no idea where anybody is. So then they're just going to spend all their time buffing and getting ready, and then the worm's going to spawn. And that's exactly what you want. So let's cast Chameleon Cloak on Seville, disappear. Now you see him, now you don't. And now it's their turn. And this is what always happens. Bishop Alexander forgets about his mission to go up there. He goes back down here. Does some buffs. And that's beautiful. It's Seville's turn again. Okay. Now your targets are in this order of importance. This archer. Then the Geist, who hasn't appeared yet. I think that's him right there, but he's invisible. Then Bishop Alexander. Alright, so let's go after this guy. Should have clear line of fire on him. Yes, we do. We got 6 AP. 2 high ground shots should wipe out his physical armor. And now let's use another knockdown arrow. Make him miss his turn. He's knocked down. Bishop Alexander can't teleport her, so she always uses a magic attack. Dazing Bolt is typical. And sometime now, yep, this is it. This is perfect. The worm spawns. So now basically the worm is kind of standing guard for you. Because all these guys are going to be engaged with a worm. It's going to be their top priority. Beautiful. The Geist is engaged with the worm. And he's taking some major damage. This is great. This is great. Everybody's like, you know. Yeah. Pretty much works like this every single time. I tested this strategy about half a dozen times. It works like this every time. Alright, so Losa is in the fight. She's overloaded. That's okay. Let's just drop that barrel. And let's give her the bow. See if we can just get just over here, get a line of fire on Bishop Alexander, and barrage attack. Okay, change of plans here. We don't have... actually we do. No, we don't. Yeah. See, the worm rarely spawns here, but that's okay. Usually we go after the archer first. Where is the archer? Is he dead? Did he die? Yeah, I think they whacked him. Okay, I'll check that out later. Okay. Geist is at full strength. Bishop Alexander is here looking very threatening. So I say let's go after him next. We got both girls with a clear line of fire on him. Barrage attack. And one more. Ha 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 ha. I think that's it. That's all Sibyl can do. Let's end turn. Okay, Bishop Alexander pops a Budweiser and he goes down. This is perfect. He's going to focus on the worm. Either that or he's just like running away like a little girl. Okay, Losa, it's your turn. Yeah, let's move you over here. Okay, now we got the high ground advantage on Bishop Alexander. Miss. Bummer. Waste AP. He only has 19 physical armor left. I mean, I'd be able to pull off a knockdown on him. Got him. Great. Okay, the worm's almost dead. This is excellent. Okay, so they took care of business for us. The only problem is Geist is at full health, which is not good. Alright, Sibyl. I think now the best thing to do is... Hang on, I just want to check on the status here. Yeah, let's slow these guys down with a big oil spill. Right about... Especially Geist. Beautiful, beautiful. Great. Just want to get a line of fire on Bishop Alexander. Still out of sight. I should have moved him over here. Okay, I think priority number one still is Geist. So let's go for it. And again. Bishop is up and at him again. It's Losa's turn. We have a line of fire on Geist. He's priority number one. Just want to check his resistances. 50% earth. Okay, so poison will work fine on him. A little bit of venom coating for Losa. And take your best shot. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm tempted to do Shackles of Pain. We'll do that at the end. Beautiful. Excellent. Took him out of the fight. And we got an extra 2 AP for doing an execution. Now let's work on Bishop Alexander. Great. Physical armor down. Now let's do Shackles of Pain just in case he gets cheeky and tries to come up near us. So any damage that he does to us, he'll take himself. Again, here comes the artillery. This is typical. These guys are slowed down. Sabile's turn. I just want to check on her status. She is no longer fortified. That's important. If you want her to maintain her high ground position. Oh, fortify is ready to go again. Excellent. Okay, so definitely fortify again. That will prevent anybody from teleporting her, allowing her to maintain high ground position. Very important. Once again, Bishop Alexander still out of sight. Let's move her over here. Okay, now we get a clear line of fire on him. And Flesh Sacrifice is available for her again. Let's do that. Let's get an extra AP. Great. I could spend an AP on blood arrows. I think I'm going to... Yeah, let's do that. Alright. High ground shot on Bishop Alexander. Got him. And let's really mess these guys up and put a totem on the high ground here. Right about there. Excellent. And he always does that. Swaps places with the totem, and then he always does that. That's okay. It makes him waste AP doing that. Okay, so Losa, it's your shot. Since we're at the same level as Bishop Alexander, Sky Shot should work well on him and get high ground position. Excellent. And target is too far. I'm wondering if this will do it. There you go. Get right with your maker, Bishop Alexander, because this is it. That's right. Alright. Bishop is down, and then there were two. Hey, boys. And she got an extra 2 AP for doing an execution. Who's next? Path is interrupted. Looks like you're next.
Alexander is fallen.
That's right.
Is dead. Murderers.
The boss is dead. Just give it up. You sneaky little bugger. Alright, you have the lowest physical armor. Let's do a barrage on you. Down you go. And let's make sure you're not going anywhere. Haha, crippled. Excellent. And... what the hey, let's do Shackles of Pain on you too. Just in case you get cheeky once you get, you know, around to being not crippled. Alright, Losa. Can you tactical retreat up here? Yes, you can. Leave my girl alone. Let's switch over to our spear. And do a crippling blow. Get some. That's right. And get some more. That's right. Who's your daddy? Alright, Magister Knight. You know the routine. Get right with your maker, because here it comes. Down you go. And then there was one. This should do it.
It's your maker.
Excellent. Excellent, girls. Get you a case of beer for that one. All right. All right, the Loot Master. Let's see what these guys got. Typically, it's Bishop Alexander and the Worm that have the best loot. But tell you what, let's go talk to Malady first, and then we'll go looting afterwards, because she's gonna get in the way no matter what. Okay, so down you go, girls. Huh. Okay, I guess it's only when your main character gets near Malady that initiates the dialogue. There we go.
Well, quite the mess you've made here.
Why, thank you.
I'm Malady, and
I do.
you're...
We're Losa, and this gal over here is Sabille.
She steps forward, grabs you behind the neck with alarming strength, and pulls you close. She sniffs twice, her nose at your ear, then bites, piercing the lobe with a needle-sharp fang.
Also, remember what I told you about in the previous video when you engage, when you have all the Seekers help you out with that fight? Like I said, it takes longer. Look how long it took me this fight. So yeah, that's another advantage of going alone. Continue.
She releases you and grins, running tongue over teeth.
God woken.
All right, take a step back and ask her who she is.
I'm Malady, as I
Hi,
said.
hi, you.
I'm here to help you get off this island, and you're what gets some of us out of bed each morning. What do you make of that?
That's very interesting. Quite amusing, but we are here only for a way off the island, nothing more.
Of course. Well, first things first.
She peers at you closely, a knowing squint in her eye.
Tell me, which of those little gods did you meet, and what did they teach you?
We met Tyr Sendilius, and he taught us the Bless skill.
Her eyes go wide.
Pretty good, eh? You're impressed, eh?
Go on then. Show me what he taught you.
Okay, we're not so sure you're worthy of blessing, so we're gonna bless ourselves.
Perfect. You really are God woken.
Hey, what'd I say?
I'm happy. Oh, how unbecoming.
Not too happy. Not happy very often, are you? Okay.
Come then, we set sail, your destiny awaits, etc.
What's this feeling of content I feel? Oh, wait a minute. It's happiness. All right. Can you be more specific? What destiny do you mean?
You'll have to ask the Meister about that. She's dying to meet you.
All right.
Malady beckons you to the boat.
Okay.
After you, darling.
This is not the point of no return. Don't worry about it. So you can just click accept, but pay attention to this message. After you accept to board the boat, that is the point of no return. So we're going to accept, and then we're going to ask her to wait.
As you wish.
And that way we'll get to go looting. All right. Like I said, the drill worm typically has really good loot. Here we go. Let's check it out. Uncanny Invasion. That's interesting. A solid ring, 34 HP. An unidentified dagger. Oh boy. And it is Snakebite. +1 to finesse. +7% lifesteal. Interesting. Okay, what's the ring? 1 Constitution and 1 to Warfare. Small frost rune. Alright, not too shabby. Wait a minute. You, what do you have? Here we go. The Impalement skill book. We already know that skill, but we can use that to mix with another skill book. +1 to bartering. Interesting, we can give that to Losa. Unidentified gloves. Again with the thievery. Okay, I think we already have one of these. And Alexander always has this. Alexander's Cloak, because it's a unique item. 2 strength, 1 retribution. And grants the blinding radiance skill. So that fits in with your playstyle. And this unidentified shield, the heroic buffer, 1 to constitution, 10% to earth resistance. Interesting. I'm not horribly impressed with this loot. I may continue from the save that I made after completing this fight with all the Seekers. I'll decide that off camera. For now, there's one more to loot up here. And that is it. So that is it, boys and girls. Coming up next, we're gonna get off this island forever and continue on. And like I said, I'm gonna decide off camera which save I'm gonna continue from. I want to go over this loot that I just got, and compare it with the loot that I got from all the Seekers fight, and see which is better, and then we'll continue from there, and then we'll go and board the Lady Vengeance next video. That's coming up next. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. See you next video. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page, and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes. Alright? Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.